Hello, everyone, and welcome to Octopunk Monthly Update for November 1st. I love when monthly updates land on the 1st of the month. It's like so satisfying. I hate when it lands on like the 27th of the previous month and then we gotta wait. Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a lovely Halloween weekend for those who celebrate, and now we are headlong into the end of the year. Thanksgiving for us Americans approaching, and then, of course, the holiday season after that. We're about to get really festive coming up next month. But for now, we're just going to talk about the news. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, including some new stuff that's on the Etsy store, what's coming to streaming this month, what's coming to Patreon this month, news still for Detroit Reawakening, new information on YouTube memberships, and maybe a little something at the end too to surprise you. This is a super magical Opmu. Ian, I agree. Nice and even on the first of the month. You can see that Neb there is using some of our new emotes. I'll get to that in a bit. I'm actually surprised that she has them because I was told by YouTube that I am in review right now. So Neb, does that mean that the YouTube memberships are actually live officially? Let me know, because I would like to know that information for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, they told me it would take like 24 hours or something like that to be able to get everything live. But I don't know, maybe it's faster because I didn't have anything too wild that I was asking them to approve for me. And also be giving you, she says, I don't know, maybe it's a mod thing. That's true. Maybe mods automatically get them. That would be cool. I also want to talk a little bit about some Detroit Reawakening rewards later on as well. So I have some updates on the Indiegogo rewards, because I owe a lot of people a lot of things. And while most of them won't be coming until after the movie comes out in the summer, there are some digital stuff and some stuff that I can get, taken care of before then, that I'm going to start on this month. So we'll get to that in a bit. For now, I want to give you an update on Etsy. So, we had a movie come out a few days ago. It's called Femme Fatale. Today is the first of the month, which is a great time to sign up for Patreon because you'll be billed for a whole month of content coming in November. And you can go back and watch Femme Fatale, as well as go back and watch What a Beautiful Wedding, which was our short before that, directed and written by Michael Smallwood, if you haven't seen that already yet. And in honor of Femme Fatale coming out, as well as On the Road Again coming publicly to YouTube yesterday, so you can go watch that if you didn't get a chance to see that, we've got some new posters coming to the Etsy store, both signed and unsigned versions of posters available for Femme Fatale and On the Road Again. Femme Fatale's poster will be signed by me and Michael James Daly, who is the co-writer and the star. And On the Road Again is signed by Michael Smallwood, Maximilian Koger, and writer-director Michael Whaley. So go to etsy.com/shop/octopunkmedia to check these out. There's only 15 On the Road Again signed posters available and 20 signed Femme Fatale posters available, so they are in limited quantity. But there's also about equal numbers of unsigned ones, which are also a little bit cheaper. I decided to put them both on the store at the same time because, for international folks, it can cost a lot to do shipping. And these are kind of irregularly shaped. So I figured that, if you were to get one, you may as well get both and then only have to pay for the shipping once. Also, bear in mind, we have a few 7 Deadly Synths signed posters as well on the store. Those are signed by Maximilian Koger, myself, and Austin. So those are available as well if you never picked up one of those. And then there's some unsigned live stream posters, too, if you really want to complete the whole set. What a Beautiful Wedding posters are coming eventually. I wasn't able to get an order of them on Vistaprint yet, but they are going to be, there's this beautiful design for the poster that our mod Dom Larry's did, and I can't wait to get those in the store and get Michael Smallwood to sign those and stuff. So those are coming, but for now we're just going to do Femme Fatale and On the Road Again. Here on YouTube, we'll still continue to stream on Saturdays, although 2 Saturdays this month I'm taking off this weekend because I have a film festival and Brittany's going to be in town, so I want to hang out with her. And then no stream on Thanksgiving weekend, so we can all, sort of celebrate and stay with our families. But on November 13th, Saturday, November 13th, I'll be doing another episode of Breakout Roles, our tabletop RPG show. I've been having really good luck with these single-player RPGs. I've had a lot of fun with them. And this one's going to be one called Users Typing. It's about texting and social anxiety. I think it uses a tarot deck or maybe a regular card deck to emulate a text thread with a bunch of folks, and you have to maintain lots of conversations and while battling social anxiety. I think that'll be a lot of fun and very interesting. And then I'll be doing the final live tarot stream of the year on November 20th with tarot giveaways in the chat. I'll have to find a special guest for that. Maybe Greg can come and be my special guest. I'll do his tarot live. That could be fun. I did Greg's chart a couple days ago. That was a lot of fun, figuring out, what his rising sign and stuff is. And then finally, the final Octopunk Monthly Update of the year will be Monday, November 29th at 2 p.m. And actually, that's going to be the final stream of the year. I'm going to take December off of streaming, as I usually do. So we'll have a lot of celebration and stuff. Probably the Octopunk 2021 Rewind highlight reel is going to be in that episode of Opmu. So we'll do a lot of fun stuff on the 29th for the final stream of the year. Coming to Patreon this month, our monthly sticker. We got a Water for Brain. I've wanted to do this sticker for a while. It's as usual, the Patreon stickers are a little bit of a deep cut, a little unmarketable ones that I kind of just like to give away for the hardcore fans. This one, of course, being a reference to 7 Deadly Sins. All $10 and up patrons will get this along with their postcard at the end of the month, a die cut sticker referencing this lovely moment from 7 Deadly Sins. I know there's a couple of you Brian stans in the chat right now who are probably really excited about this. I had a couple Brian ideas. One of them I think I might make as like a real sticker at one point, but this one I was like, yeah, no one's gonna buy this on Etsy, but I still want to make it. Let's put it on Patreon. And speaking of postcard of the month, our postcard autographee of the month is Braxton Williams. If you watched Femme Fatale and you remember Slade Tanner, that big jerk with the Hawaiian shirt and the backwards baseball cap, he was played by Braxton Williams. Braxton is a big Edgar Allan Poe fan and guitarist, and he plays Edgar Allan Poe a lot. He does a lot of reenactments and things. So I decided to make an old school Poe-based postcard for him, and so he signed all of those the other day when I saw him, and we'll be ready to ship those out at the end of the month. As for other things coming to Patreon this month, it's a big month for Detroit Reawakening. Lots of Detroit Reawakening perks this month as we get into really, post-production for Detroit Reawakening is pretty much next on my list. So that's going to be my big project for the next couple of months. So there's going to be a lot of things coming about that. For the $1, we'll have Detroit Reawakening exclusive BTS pictures, probably taken by our set photographer, Selena Oda, as well as some photography from JJ if I get some photos from him as well. And some photos from my 10.5 hours of BTS footage too. So these will be exclusive. They'll only be available on Patreon. So if you want a sneak peek at Detroit Reawakening and get some BTS pictures, sign up at patreon.com/octopunkmedia. And for our $5 live streams this month, one of them will be an editing stream. You'll get a first look at the actual film as I begin the editing process. So you get to see some actual footage. For a $5 pledge, we'll do a 1-hour editing stream for Detroit Reawakening, as well as later in the month, I'll do a 1-hour Q&A with a member from the Detroit Reawakening crew. So you'll get to submit questions in the stream chat for that crew member. I'm not sure who the crew member will be yet. I have a couple folks in mind. One in particular that I think would be really cool to talk to, but they are just a person who did something very specific for Detroit Reawakening, so we'll talk to them about the process of that and give you a little behind-the-scenes look at some of the stuff that they did for the movie. And then for our $25 patrons, we do a group call every month with all of our $25 and $50 patrons. We have a lot of fun. Sometimes we do Q&As, sometimes we do AMAs. This time we're doing another game. We're going to do group Jackbox. So a download, or I don't even think you have to download, go to Jackbox Party Pack or Jackbox TV, and you can join us in some Quiplash, some Fibbage, that sort of stuff. And this will be for all patrons, $25 and $50 and up. And for $50 patrons, as usual, we do one-on-one Zoom calls and set Polaroids and thank you cards. And I see Briar in the chat. I need to touch base with you about your call this month. Keep an eye out for that. I think I have it on my list to do for tomorrow to reach out to you about scheduling that. So now I want to talk about YouTube membership. So we don't know if they're live or not. Actually, you know what? I want to see. I can look it up right now. I can see whether or not they are live. Let us see. Memberships, are they live? They're not. So maybe it's a mod thing. Maybe mods already have access to the badges and the emojis, even though the membership offer is in review. Well, regardless, that is really cool that mods get access to them, even though they're not members. I really like that. So essentially, there's going to be something similar to Twitch subscriptions that I'm going to be offering. YouTube has something that is analogous. It's not really the same. There's some differences. Some differences are good. Some differences are kind of eh. But I did see that they're going to be introducing gift subs, raids, and a lot of other stuff for YouTube streams next year. So a lot of the things that you're used to on Twitch are actually coming to this platform next year. So that's cool. YouTube memberships are cheaper. I've set them as cheaper than Twitch subscriptions because there's no Discord integration, and there's a few other things. But you do get the subscriber badges. You do get almost all the same emotes, and eventually down the line, more emotes than you would get on Twitch. And as well as a members-only subscriber chat, which used to be a feature of Twitch, but they don't have anymore. They got rid of it. So essentially, why does Neb have all of the... That's so funny that Neb has them, but nobody else. That's so funny. The mystery. That's amazing. Maybe it's because it's the future for Neb. Maybe it's because it's already tomorrow. 24 hours have already passed. I don't know. Very mysterious. That Neb is the chosen one. That's amazing. So yeah, you can see, as Neb is already demonstrating, we have 4 emotes. We've got the ones that you'll recognize from Twitch as the Tentacle Praise, the Pride, and regular Iggy's, and the LOL Shark. When it says more to come, so the way it works on YouTube is that I get more emotes the more people subscribe, and I think 2 subscribers will get me a 5th emote. So I'll be able to add that Cthulhu crying one that we have on Twitch really, really soon, I'm sure. We'll also do subscriber badges, as you expect on Twitch, and a members-only stream chat. And as you can see, it's much cheaper than Twitch. It's $2.99 a month instead of $4.99 or $5.99 like it is on Twitch. And I was able to set this at a lower tier because, like I said, there's no Discord integration. Also, a lot of folks might be reluctant to kind of join up on YouTube, especially if you're also still on Twitch, especially if you're also still subscribed on Twitch. I don't want to double charge you. So this is just an extra $2.99 a month for this tier, just to unlock emotes in the chat and just to be able to bring a little bit more familiarity to the chat and maybe do that members-only stream chat if you also are interested in doing that. So this is not currently live as far as we know. It is currently in review, but tomorrow it should be live. And so keep an eye on the Discord, my social media, everything. I'll let y'all know when it's actually up and running and you can officially subscribe to the channel. And as well, like YouTube does this cool thing where you can actually set individual tiers at any price and any offering. So there may be some down the line, like there might be a $4.99 tier or a $9.99 tier down the line that offers more benefits and more to do with the actual videos and stuff. So if you're a patron, just so you know, the $5 live streams on Patreon are actually hosted here as unlisted streams on YouTube. So if you're a patron who likes to tune into those $5 chats, then the emotes can be used during those. So that's also kind of fun. And just full disclosure, I may be returning to Twitch next year. It's becoming a little bit more calm over there, and I kind of miss it. I kind of miss some of the tools that they have over there. But I'm still going to be doing our Patreon streams here. So at the very least, you'll have 2 Patreon streams a month that will be here guaranteed. And then, maybe I'll just split between Twitch and YouTube. I'm not sure yet, but I figure for now, I at least wanted to introduce the membership emote option as an option in case anybody wants to jump on it. Particularly because what's funny is that even though the memberships here are only $2.99 versus Twitch's, $4.99 or $5.99, I make almost the same amount of royalty share. I make like $2.50 per membership at the $2.99 level on here as I do on Twitch at the $5 level, because YouTube only takes a 30% cut, whereas Twitch takes a 50% cut. So in terms of like what's better to support me on, it's kind of a wash. It's kind of up to you. So yeah. Is that a bloody England flag box in the back? No, that's the Australian corner, sponsored by Talia. See, there's a kangaroo and everything, and koalas, and a Mad Max poster, and it's great. Although there might be, I don't know, there may be some kind of English something over there. Somebody from England maybe sent me something at some point. All right. What else we got? I want to talk about DRA rewards. DRA rewards. So, thank you for your patience since the month of June. Since we finished our Detroit Reawakening campaign, I have a lot of things that I owe people. Including social media shoutouts, group shoutouts, social media shoutouts, individual, and some stuff from the live stream that we gave away. So, like, I have to edit some fan cams for people. We have a group gaming session that we need to do with somebody. All those sorts of things. Those 4 things I want to get squared away by the end of the year. And I actually I sent out a form on Indiegogo a while ago, and I also posted it in the Discord for the PayPal people if you donated on PayPal. So I think that's pinned in the Detroit Reawakening section, or maybe it's in news. Mods, try to find that, or maybe repost it if you can. It's basically a form that says what you want to be credited as at the end of the movie, what you want to be, if you want a social media shout out, and what we should call you in the social media shout out, and whether or not you plan on attending the New York or Munich or London events. This is just some information that would be really helpful to me. About 275 people have replied to it, but about 450 people donated. So that's about 200 of you that haven't gotten to the form yet. So definitely, yes, thank you for the Discord server link, Neb, for sure. But if you're on Indiegogo, you should be able to go to the updates page and see that if you were an Indiegogo backer, and if you were a PayPal backer, go to the Discord and check it out and fill out the form there, or get in touch with the mod and they'll send you a link to it if you're not on the Discord. And so for the shout outs, I finally went through my database. I looked at the forum responses, and I've got like a spreadsheet going. So I'm going to start getting to those this week, probably starting with the group shout outs and then with the individual shout outs, and then the fan cam edits. If you want a fan cam, there's 3 of you. Definitely get in touch with the mod with what you want your fan cam topic to be, and what you want your fan cam song to be, if you haven't already. And for Michael Smallwood's commissions, because he was giving away writing commissions, get in touch with him too. There was a few other things, like there was like a behind the scenes zine that I'm going to give away to anybody who donated in the first 24 hours. There's a Michael Smallwood class, which was like a donation from the live stream as well. Those things are going to come in like January or February. Those are going to come in the new year. And then everything else is pretty much going to come after like May, like once the movie's done, because a lot of everything else is just like shipping stuff. Yes, Ian, send a mod your stuff. You are one of the fan cam people. Send a song and your topic, and I'll edit you a 30-second fan cam by the end of the year. No, Enix, I know, I realized I changed everything for you. So you're already under your new name. I think there was one other thing. Oh, video shoutouts from the set. So if I owe you a video shoutout, I also have those already that I'm going to try to email out to anybody who I owe them to, because I already have them. We filmed them on set. So I'm going to try to get in touch with anybody who I filmed a video shout out from set for, and go ahead and get those squared away. So if you have video shout out from the set, if you have a social media shout out, or if you won something digital like on the stream, like a fan cam or like a writing commission or those sorts of things, those are the things you can expect to be delivered by the end of the year. And then everything else will come in the new year. And then we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, if you haven't filled out your form, if you're a backer of PayPal or Indiegogo, be sure to fill that out. The more information, the better, particularly when I'm planning for these events. So I can kind of get a little bit of a head count, at least a minimum head count. So when I'm booking venues, I know like, okay, we need at the minimum at least like this many seats. And then I'll probably, go over that. And then we'll open general admission later on in the new year for the events. Becky, you did fill out the form. Yes, you were on the list. Yeah, you were. I think like everybody over a certain threshold pretty much filled theirs out. A lot of it was like, folks who maybe weren't from the fandom, like maybe discovered us through Indiegogo and just like threw $5 at us. Those are the people that it just didn't bother. All right, so more DRA stuff. So, of course, you're here today for our Detroit Reawakening monthly still. This will be posted on social media later, so no need to screen cap. Don't worry. It's coming in 4K resolution in just like 10 minutes. Hold your breath. But here is a new look at Detroit Reawakening. This is a still that's very, very pretty. Featuring our friends Michael Smallwood and Carla Kim as Chris Miller and Tina Chen. This is one of those moments that will be pretty new to you. And so, just speculate as to what this is about. Because this actually, I don't even know if I don't think this was an irrevocably linked either, actually. I think this is a completely new moment. So yeah, it's fun. It'll come to Instagram and stuff in a sec. But for now, this is our November still for Detroit Reawakening. And yes, Will, you were on the list too. You were definitely on the list. I think that's about all for today. I do have one more thing I want to share, but I hope you have a very happy time zone. I hope you have a very good November. Definitely join us on Patreon if you haven't already. We got lots of fun original shorts that you can catch in the back list, as well as lots of fun new Detroit Reawakening behind-the-scenes stills and stuff coming this month, and some, Detroit Reawakening $5 benefits as well. So, yeah. Briar, I agree. More Chris and Tina. I'm glad that we were able to get that. I'm glad that we were able to get more of them in this movie than we did in the original film. There's definitely like several new moments with Chris and Tina in Detroit Reawakening that were not in the original film, or even in some cases irrevocably linked. So yeah. But yeah, this one last thing I want to show you. So a couple months ago at the end of OpMu, I shared a behind-the-scenes video from Detroit Reawakening. It was that funny set video of Michael Smallwood walking around trying to tour with a camera that wasn't his. And I figured, it's about time to share some more fun from the set of Detroit Reawakening and give you a little bit more behind-the-scenes look. This one is about a prank we pulled on the actors, particularly a prank we pulled on Chris and Maximilian. And, I'll just let Chris explain what happened.
I wasn't fooled, but I was obsessed. I did get obsessed by this one prank that they pulled, in which they told us that Rachel, our DP, was in close to 40. And the implication was that she was much older than any of us thought. I left set, and I was like, what? I know she's not that old. I know she's not that old. Why is everyone telling me she is?
Can't believe that lived in their head rent-free.
That's so fun. Okay, so how did they bring it up to you? I have to know.
Okay, we've talked about it. We've definitely talked about it.
Then we succeeded.
You succeeded. You definitely won. I fucking knew it.
You got me this time.
Knew it. Okay. I was never fooled. Summersby 39? Fuck no. Okay, cool. I think she's like 24 max.
He's like, I don't think she's like mid-20s at best. He sounded so defensive.
I was I was not fooled. I was always suspicious.
Oh, yeah, well, I wasn't fooled.
He's like, I knew it from the jump.
He's like, me and Maximilian, we did some digging. We talked about this a lot.
Maximilian and I literally was all we talked about. we were like, wait a minute, yeah, and we talked to Carla. We're like, Carla, we think this is bullshit. So when you come to set today, when you meet the DP, you need to be just tell me what you think, because I don't fucking buy it. Yeah. I knew it. It's like, I'm not saying this, and I don't fucking say it. We were right. I'll tell you later. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Well, Maximilian, did I tell you that he asked me if I had kids?
You have kids?
No.
Oh, you said mom vibes.
And I realized I was supposed to be playing into the bit, so I didn't say anything more than that, but I was just like, oh no. No kids. No, all I wanted was for them to be like, just a little bit of a mindfuck, and glad it worked.
And it never once entered my brain that everybody might be pulling a prank. And like, what a weird prank. Let's all tell them that our DP is older than she is. But you know what fucking worked? I got real hard. I didn't believe it for a fucking second, but I obsessed over it. You can tell by my reaction how many feels it gave me.
But how old is Aaron?
Pictures up.
Oh,
Wait, Tara's pants down.
The Catherine.
Pulling what?
Scenes. Well, if you take one part.
33.
No.
No.
Camera set. Action.
Yes, so I laugh every time I see that. It was so much fun pulling that prank on them. The entire crew was in on it, and more to come with that, I'm sure, when we publish our like big BTS fucking feature-length documentary sometime next year. But enough of that. I'll post that on YouTube immediately after this, so you can watch that in its entirety over and over again and enjoy it multiple times if you'd like. And as always, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.